Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of SportsHubb Central. I am your host, Chad M., and today I'm going to be breaking down the pending sale of the Phoenix Coyotes organization, as it appears that Greg Jamieson will be heading a group of investors that will be buying this team here. And quote unquote from the commissioner of the league, Gary Bettman, they're not months away, they are weeks away. All I can do is laugh when I see these potential investors come in and try to buy this team here. And this particular situation here has me extremely angry as a hockey fan for a number of reasons. First of all, Greg Jamieson is still listed as the CEO and president of the San Jose Sharks. How is it even possible that someone is an employee of another NHL franchise but yet can still be in charge of buying another team? Conflict of interest? I would say so. Absolutely yes. And we all know that since this team went into bankruptcy 3 years ago when Jerry Moyes was the owner, that there has been 4 other attempts to buy this team. And how come every single time it hasn't worked out? Because they've all realized it's not a viable option. And the main reason for that is because any smart businessman that's looked at the books will realize, they've been there since 1995. Guess how many years they produced a profit? The answer is 0. So why on earth would you want to purchase a business that continues to bleed money? It makes no sense whatsoever. So why all of a sudden now are things going to start to get better? And it's even more absurd the fact that the taxpayers of the city of Glendale have been forced to shell out $25 million of their own money on 3 consecutive years. Oh, it just drives me crazy. And when you think in the future here that it's great that these guys are coming up with all this money now, the $170 million to buy them, and they're in the Western Conference Finals, they could win a Stanley Cup, the future hasn't looked as bright as it is right now, that is just short term. I'm talking about long term here. How is an ownership group going to be expected to continue paying for the losses on an annual basis? It's like if you're going to spend the $170 million, you might as well have $200 or $300 extra million in the bank to pay for those losses that will add up over the next 10 years if you plan on owning it and keeping the team in that city of Glendale. So that's where I see the problems being. You can talk all day long about the short-term success now, but you know what? We've seen in other southern markets like Dallas, Carolina, and Tampa Bay, and sure, there's a bigger fan base now, but they're still not great hockey markets. They don't sell out when the regular season's on. They barely even sell out when they're in the playoffs, and I expect the same thing to continue here in Phoenix. It's a bad hockey market. It's in the southern Sun Belt area that I like to talk about as being very, very poor area for hockey. The people there are just not brought up with it. They're not born and raised with hockey, and that is an issue. It needs to be in colder environments in northern areas where kids respect it and understand it from a young age. And it's just absurd the fact that this team cannot be moved to Canada. You see what Quebec City is doing. You saw what Balsillie tried to do in bringing them to Ontario, and that's where it should be, because just look at Winnipeg this year. 1 year, way higher, greater level of success in terms of financially, what they've done there compared to Atlanta, and the team didn't even make the playoffs. I rest my case. I could go on for hours bringing up more points. But what we will do now is take a look at these Phoenix Coyotes who've miraculously made it to the Western Conference Finals. But as you guys can tell, I don't exactly like this franchise. So I'll take that bias against them and put it towards the Los Angeles Kings, who I believe will beat them in this series here. And besides the fact that I don't like the Coyotes and I want to see them fail because of this pathetic market that Bettman will never concede is a failure from his pet project, the Kings are a better team. I'll take Richards, I'll take Kopitar, Dustin Brown, Jeff Carter, and those veteran group of forwards that have more skill than those on the Phoenix Coyotes. I'll take Quick over Mike Smith as well as he's played. And that defense, they've already knocked off the 1 and 2 seed, so why not the 3 seed? Give me the LA Kings to move on to the Cup final, and I love them on the road in games 1 and 2 where they're going to be near a pick'em price. And that's it for this week on SportsHubb Central. Guys, we're getting so close to the launch of BetHub. And just remember, real bets, real people.